Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And the talk of Thursday night's game between the New York Knicks and Minnesota Timberwolves was Karl Anthony Towns returning to the place he called home for 9 seasons. It was an incredible performance for the 29-year-old center. Towns scored 32 points, grabbed 20 rebounds, and made all five of his three-point tries. The Knicks won in blowout fashion by the score of 133 to 107. Due to Towns returning to his old stomping grounds, Mikal Bridges' performance may have went a tad under the radar. It continued Mikal Bridges' turnaround this season after a disappointing start with his new team. So let's take a look at the box score from last night. So while Towns was the talk of the night, the 28-year-old Bridges had an excellent performance as well. Final numbers included 12 of 18 from the field, 4 of 8 from beyond the arc for 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. He was a game high plus 35 in his 36 minutes. This has helped to continue a trend where he's performed well in the month of December. Let's take a look as basketball reference. So this shows his stats in the 8 games he's played in December. So in that time, Bridges has averaged 22.1 points on wonderful efficiency, 58.1% from the field, 43.1% from three-point range. He's scored no less than 17 points in a game in December. New York has a 6-2 record in the month. In 5 of the 8 contests, Bridges has shot over 60% from the field. In the 2 he shot less than 50%. He was 1 field goal made shy of surpassing 50%. Now, Leon Rose in the Knicks front office made a bold move during the offseason, acquiring Bridges from the Nets. Took 5 first-round picks to get their state rivals to make the deal. Incredibly, it was the first time that the two teams made a deal with each other since 1983. Many were astonished by the amount of first-round picks that New York gave away for a player who has never been an all-star. Those who were skeptical of the deal believe they were correct in their assessment to start this season, because while he was accurate from inside the arc, that was far from the case from beyond it. 19 games before December, he connected on just 30.6% of his three-point tries. There was much talk before the season began on how Bridges changed his shooting motion, and it seemed as if the change made his shot worse. He also wasn't drawing fouls. He only attempted a free throw in 6 of his first 19 contests. While he's certainly not shooting a lot from the charity stripe, he's at least attempted at least 1 in 5 of his 8 December games. And it's not just the offensive end where change has been seen. Bridges has also shown marked improvement on the defensive side, runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year in 2021-22. Bridges wasn't living up to his standards on that end. More the player Knicks thought they were getting as a defender has shown up lately. On Monday, Bridges, on numerous instances, played lockdown defense on the Orlando Magic's Jalen Suggs. Knicks are 17-10 on the season, now good for third place in the Eastern Conference, and they next play Friday on the road against the New Orleans Pelicans. So yes, Mikal Bridges, I am a diehard Knicks fan. You could probably see behind me there's a Knicks banner. Under that Knicks banner is a Knicks calendar. Mikal Bridges definitely got off to a slow start. Was inaccurate from three-point range, other than the corner. The corner, he was draining them. Anywhere else, it was pretty much brick city. But he's definitely recovered from that. And that's why sometimes overreactions are just a little silly, because people are saying after 15, 20 games how the trade was not a good deal for the Knicks. And, now he's performing much better, and we're seeing why the Knicks gave up so much to acquire him. What are your thoughts? Is the Knicks ceiling good enough to be a title contender? We've seen games against the Timberwolves, Nuggets, where they absolutely do look like one. Other games like the Jazz and Pistons, where they've been nowhere close to their A game, and they lose games they absolutely should have won. Let's hope that that's not the case tomorrow against the Pelicans. But man, Karl Anthony Towns, what a performance! And the Knicks were without Josh Hart last night, who has been incredible. But Not needed as they won in blowout fashion in Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo's first game back against the Knicks. Randle started off hot, cooled off, and DiVincenzo scored a few, but mostly in garbage time. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.